Hi, Aunt Elaine. Okay, so here I'm starting with layering the quilt. I have the backing on the bottom, right side down, and then the batting, and then the quilt top. It's a little wrinkly. The backing and batting are about an inch or two or more bigger than the top. I quilt from the middle out, and if the top stretches or pulls, it makes sure that I have enough. And so next I'm going to pin. Okay, now it's all pinned. I pin it from the center out. I will show you. I use straight pins. They're big straight pins. And put one about every 4 or 5 inches. I think these ones are easier to take out while I'm quilting because they just take one hand and then there's less chance of me hitting them with the needle. But I found a boo-boo, so I got to go fix that. But I'm going to roll it up first. Show you how I roll it up. Okay, I hope you can see. And excuse how I look, I'm all sweaty from pinning. I'm just going to start at the ends and just kind of flip it over until I get close to the center. And then the other side. I don't have a whole lot of room in here, but I don't have a table big enough. And I'm stuck to the carpet. Okay, so then when I get under the machine, I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to work my way out a little bit, and then start on one side and start unrolling just for a little bit, and then go back to the other side and start unrolling. Pin loose. And it's easier to work with that way. Okay, so before I start, I always make just a little scrap piece so I can check my tension and speed. And then on your machine, make sure that your feed dogs are down and that you don't use a walking foot. You use a quilting foot or a darning foot. I think mine's just a darning foot. Unless you're doing straight lines. If you're just quilting straight lines, then you need the setup like normal. So I'm just going to start on this real quick, and then I'll start the quilt. Okay, so folded up quilt. I put it into the machine like so. So that I have one roll on one side and one roll on the outside. Find approximately the middle. And that's how I start. can. Close up of what the pattern looks like. The hardest part is just getting your speed around the curves here, because if you go too fast they end up pulling on the back, and then if you go too slow they end up too tight. So anyways, okay, I just wanted to show you when I get to the edges, once I've done most of the middle and it starts unrolling and unfolding, I just kind of spread it out a little bit and then just kind of go around the edges holding onto it flat. Okay, kind of like this is how I hold on to it. My pedal here. Okay, so you can see I've gone to here. I have this much left to do at the edge. I'm going around in a circle around here, and then I'll go back around and do this right here. I won't do the borders yet. I'll do this first, and then usually I'll pin down the borders and then do some kind of separate design, loop-de-loop or circles or hearts or something along the border. I just think it's a little easier to go to here and then just kind of stop and pull out the edges and make sure they're all straight.